year, basically. Which I have no idea how long this is. I could probably beat it tonight if I keep going, but we'll see. How's it going, everyone? Happy weekend. 1 year later on Remnant Isle, Nayuta has turned 16 and returned to his hometown from St. Elise for a second vacation since they're only at the academy. Mm-hmm.
Nayuta, where are you? I'm here, Eartha!
Oh, you're stargazing. I know it's stargazing, but you shouldn't be staying up so late. It's been a year since then. I might be able to see Terra bigger than last time since it's approaching the Earth again. I see. Has it really been a year already? Yeah, it feels surreal. How's Ignis and Kreia are doing well? Yeah, I'm sure they're just fine. I know Noise watching over them. You're right. Don't worry too much. You'll be in trouble if it interferes with your work tomorrow. I know, I'll go to bed soon. What am I even hoping for by watching Terra? My teleportation gate stopped working. There's no way I can go and see them. So I'm just going to feel emptier. You still have Lyra at least. Higgin and Kay would laugh at me if they saw me like this. I should be making the most of my summer vacation. But yeah, should be the final chapter, and good chance I could finish it tonight, but I'm not in a rush if I don't. Anything, I just finish the next stream. We'll see. We shall see. Ugh. Thanks for the food, Eartha. It was delicious. Hey, you're very welcome. By the way, what are your plans for today? I'll probably do my handyman job. The Star Festival is coming up, so we've been getting a lot of requests. Must be getting pretty good at your job. You're able to run the handyman business on your own. If it's too much trouble, you don't have to force yourself, you know. You're gonna keep doing it because this business is a testament to Cygnus having been on Remnant Isle. Shoot, let me know if you need help. Oh, don't you have plans with Lyra today? Yeah, she wants me to see me this morning. We're gonna meet at the cave's observation deck. I might stop by before I start work. Is it a date? Look at you, Nayuta. Something like that. What a shame. Okay, not much I can really do currently. At least not yet. Hey, yo, Mina, welcome to the stream of Parents on Me First. Just started on the after story of this game, which is essentially Chapter 8, and which should be the actual final chapter. But welcome nonetheless. Hope your weekend's been well. Hey, yo, Phil, welcome to the stream as well, and thank you for the points. That really means nothing, but you did donate it. But yeah, just start on this chapter. Well, what should be the final chapter of this game, which maybe I can finish it tonight. We'll see. Didn't really have too much to do tonight, so figured I might as well start on this tonight and maybe see if I can finish it tonight as well. As well as just me being curious about what's going on with this game. Which, worst case, if I don't beat it tonight, I'll probably beat it the next time I stream. I don't know, really just waiting for Stellar Blade to release later this week. I'm not sure if it releases Thursday or Friday though. I wouldn't mind streaming it on Thursday if it does, but I probably will just would wait for Friday otherwise. Yeah, hope everyone's been having a good weekend though. Well, at least it's a good thing. Things are peaceful for now. After what happened last year. I did plan to stream yesterday initially, but after doing some stuff, I did start wanting to chill. Which I did have time to rest after the meet and greet I went to yesterday with Ray Chase and Jeremy Lee. But at one point, I just also wanted to chill, so yeah. But like I said, I wasn't in a rush to beat this game immediately, so pretty much why I ended up chilling yesterday. Oh, I was supposed to go the other way. Oh well. No big deal, huh? Full year. Aw, that was sweet. Hmm. Oh no, there's something I want to tell you. Yeah? I mean, it's not really related, but I want to continue supporting you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, is this where she gets friend zoned? Mean. Well, well, so much for that, I guess. What was that light just now? It didn't look like falling ruins. Let's go take a look, Lyra. Hey, hold on. My once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Another time, I guess. Another time.
Nayuta, look! What's that line over there? Noi?
Oh, Noi's back.
No way! Is it really Noi? I'm sure of it! But she disappeared. Noi? Noi! Wake up! I? What am I? Noi, I'm so glad you're safe. You stupid fairy! You have no idea how worried we were! Who are you two?
Oh, she doesn't remember us. Well, I see. I don't remember anything. It's not like I don't know. I was just born as a new administrator. I look the same as Noi to you, but I'm a different Noi. Damn. Today's Noi, that doesn't change. Oh, that's me. Something has happened. I see. Deep sleep? Oh no. The tree? Well, our new adventure begins for a bit. After I do some side quests though. Hmm. First, side quests, if I can. Though I can't equip anything currently. But anyway, so I guess weekend so far. Pretty much went to the meet and greet on Saturday and a bit of yesterday and mostly today. I did get to a few movies that I've been meaning to watch. Pretty much the Marvels and Deadpool 1. I still need to watch Deadpool 2, but I'll do that before Deadpool 3 comes. But Marvels, it was an okay movie, I'd say. I see where they're going with it, and for the most part, there are some good moments to enjoy. Overall, just never really just never really got me interested in the characters, though, fortunately. Like, the villain was she had a motive for sure, but she was sort of also on the weak side as well, in my opinion. And everything else just sort of just kept going without too much, I guess things just really happened without too much to build up to and all that, in my opinion. But it was okay for what it was, though. Definitely one I'm glad I didn't go to the theaters for, though. So, well, at least we met. We have met them again. Welcome back, Administrator and Child of Earth, Nayuta Herschel. What is this? The voice that sent you. Who are you, and why have you called me to Terra? Why you two, these two were put to sleep because of you. So what happened? For repairing the astrolabe. Okay. A problem arose. Fell in deep sleep and never woke up. I see. An unforeseen event trapped them in the inner world. Okay, I see now. Right after that, Noi appeared. She was supposed to have disappeared completely at that time, but instead manifested with the same abilities as before. What transpired that brought about the mysterious events onto her today? And then I heard the voice, and she was sent to Earth to bring you. Whoa. So I had to do things on my own, basically. Okay then. As long as I can use Noi later on. As long as I can do that. 7 is available again. Cool. One second. Hey, side quests. Which, anyway, they should move to Remnant Isle anyways. Definitely a lot of stuff I'm missing though. But it should be fine, hopefully. Well, let's do the side quest first, though. Then we'll continue on with the main game.
Shall I make a lunchbox? Be sure you eat it all up.
Hmm.
Be sure you buy again when you're hungry.
I wonder if I can buy any more books. Okay, nothing I can use here. Saw to sell with some smaller stuff, which is fine.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
Which I'm pretty sure these will do the job just fine. Hopefully.
Be sure you eat it all up. Come by again when you're hungry.
But yeah, watch. Oh yeah, so yeah, what I did. So I did watch Marvel's overall okay movie, and I watched Deadpool 1 just because Deadpool 3 is coming out. And it is the only Marvel movie actually releasing this year. Which, man, I wish I watched Deadpool 1 sooner, honestly, because that was actually a pretty fun movie to watch. Of how they did Deadpool, and what I assume is probably the main movie most people will remember. That wasn't a mistake for X-Men being a Fox. Anyways, what do you want? I was considering starting on the second movie instead tonight, but I'll finish that in due time, basically. Sealed box. Okay. Well, I'll see if I do the side quest. I should be able to get this done along the way, but I'm in no rush to, like, get through it ASAP, or get through it done all that. Sure, I guess. Offerings. Okay, this one I can do though. Okay. Okay, this should be an easy side quest, honestly. Oh yeah, and then I guess plans this week for streaming, so probably won't be back till Friday again as long as I can finish this. I probably won't stream anything until Friday, assuming I beat this tonight. But if I do again, I might stream some Street Fighter 6 during the week. Possibly. Since I have been playing a bit more on PlayStation, because, well, one, I did hit my rank goals on PC already. 1700 with both Ken and Ed for this phase. And, well, I guess I'm still sort of in that phase of deciding on who I want to main between the two going forward. Mhm. Get flowers, I forgot about that. But yeah, Ed and Ken, so... One hand, I know Ken's definitely a better character than... I know Ken's a better character than Ed for sure. In the current meta. All that said. I have been enjoying Ed a lot lately. Dang. Anyway, so... Even though Ken is the better character, and I did play him pretty much for most of last week. More or less. And it did take a bit to, remember how to play him again, but I feel like I'm sort of feeling Ed's kit more, even though he does have worse things than Ken overall. I just really like how Ed plays overall in comparison to Ken currently, which there are still some matchups I probably would rather use Ken for over Ed, but truth be told, I don't feel like any matchup Ed fights in is unwinnable. I do think he does have losing matchups, but they could be somewhat doable though, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. Still playing around with some things to decide on what I do want to do at the end, though. But things are looking like I'm going to be making Ed over Ken. More likely than not. Which, I guess, rep the time I put into Ken since the beginning of essentially last year, playing Street Fighter 5 again. going into Street Fighter 6 and where I am currently. But I think I'll decide once we get to like actual season 2 of Street Fighter 6 though. Since right now we only have like a small teaser of it, if anything, but nothing that really changed the meta. Made some characters more viable, if anything, but nothing like no crazy shifts in the meta outside. Well, I guess the craziest shift we've had is just really JP going down a bit, but I still think he's a top 5 character, and he's still really strong in general. He's just not as rewarded for defense like he was before without the amnesia. At least the side quest was easy though. Ooh, yay. And I can make more foods, which I'm just curious to see what they involve. Everything else I know I'm pretty much gonna have to go later.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
Which I am gonna. Well, that's a lot of healing and XP
Come by
that
again when you're hungry.
I wouldn't really be able to use currently. All that said, time to teleport again. Oh, now I'm annoying. So we're going to explore terror. You should be careful. I sense a mighty power in the temples of all of them. I guess I can just look at the temples for now. Okay, yeah, I should probably grind these if anything. Winter season's the new season as well. I'll start with this then. Now let's see how hard this is. Oops. Okay, that's 2. There you go. Okay. 11 more to go. Or 20 more to go now. They're quick as well. 6 though. Okay. Okay, that takes too much, does too much damage, you know? Okay, that works. Oops, I did not mean to use that. It's fine, though. Got the job done for me. Twelve more. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, this is definitely the way to go. Oops. Okay, maybe I should just stall for a bit, because I don't really have much magic to use currently. There we go. One more. Okay, now I can fight freely. Yeah, not much I can do here, but it's sort of irrelevant to what I'm trying to do anyways, so don't really mind too much currently.
Keep it up!
Okay, might as well do this though. Can I go to these? Okay, so I can still visit them, but whether can get anything off of it or not, that's another story. Ooh, more rewards for better chains. Sick. Something I've been
Be
wanting.
sure to keep up with your training.
And I don't really need to do anything here though, and I'm actually surprised I could go here, but besides the point though. But yeah, I guess I'll do the winter stuff here first before doing this. And same with whatever happens here. Less than 10 jump. Let me see if there's anything down here though. Okay, that's not that count. I literally just walked onto it. Well, that was a waste of a jump. But yeah, this stream will probably be a fairly chill stream today. Mainly doing side stuff and all that. Well, I am doing story stuff technically, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight though. Oops. Did not mean to use it there. Okay, leveled up. Yeah, I'll probably finish the side quest later though. Or if I do any of the bonus objectives. Oh. Oh, I meant to say is definitely just trying to finish the level ASAP at this point versus trying to do everything in one sitting because 10 jumps is a bit ridiculous. Especially if you just want experiments, in my opinion. Thankfully that did not count as a jump. Oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Well, that's 8 jumps now. Yeah, I'm gonna do this later.
This is the end.
God damn it.
Wake up, Nayuta!
That sucks. Well, I know where to go at least. I used one lunchbox already, but that's fine. These all have food to me. Yeah, the sooner I finish this, the sooner I can look around and all that. I did have this one. I just messed up. Really? No fucking way. Okay, I'm gonna need to get some new food for sure. I did get some materials just now, though, at least.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
Probably helps to have plenty of this, though. Hmm.
There you go. Come by again when you're hungry.
This should be fine. Try this again. Yeah. Granted, I'm really I'm mainly struggling just because I am trying to get to both the bonus objectives. I'm trying to get both the bonus objective and this. Okay. I should be okay though. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, actually, why have I not been using this on this guy? Pretty sure this will net me a lot of damage. Bro, why did I make it so much harder for myself than I had to? Like, why did I do that to myself? When the solution was there this whole time. But how did that hit? I'm somewhat curious. And I also would like to know, which way do I go about... There we go. I hope this is the way to the end. Just so I can explore without having to worry. Hey, but we are leveling up at least, so it's worth it. I guess I might as well explore here. Oh, it's like it does finish the level. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the bonus objective anymore. Okay, let me go back and get some more food though. Because I am gonna need more than what I currently have.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
Guess I might as well
Sure
make one for
you
myself
are.
here. Really need to make one of this at some points. But, hmm. I can live
Here
with
you
this.
come by again when you're hungry.
I guess I should look at noise power to see if I can switch anything out, because this isn't really cutting it, I'll admit, I'll be honest. See, I thought this was something I would like, but only 5 stocks doesn't really help my case. Unfortunately. Should be good though now. We won't come back in here. I might as well look around here, because I do want to see what else I can get around here. Yeah, probably not gonna beat this tonight with the pace I'm going, but that's alright by me though. Since like I said, I'm not in a rush to beat this game at all. But I'll be playing for a bit tonight though. For a bit. Hey, there's one. Always take your time. For sure. Okay. Hey, yo, Cosmic. Welcome to the stream. So, I did beat the final chapter of Nayuta on Friday. But in case you're wondering why I'm still playing it, basically, there's a post. This is essentially the game's post. Well, this is considered the after story of this game. But in reality, it's actually the final chapter of this game. So, we're pretty much just starting on it tonight. Probably won't be it tonight, but I'll be it before Stellar Blade this week. How's it going? It's been a fairly eventful weekend, in a good way, which, like I said, went to a meet and greet earlier yesterday with some VAs. There is story to this, so I would say you don't technically have to do it, but it's there. It is more story to this game, basically, that it'll probably help to understand. But yeah, overall, eventful weekend though, overall. Like, meeting some voice actors. Also, well, watched a few movies this weekend on my own. So, overall, things have been pretty chill. Hope your weekend's been well too, by the way, Cosmic. Okay, there's the other one. Ouch. Video weekend has had 2 different birthdays and overall super fun. Glad to hear you enjoy yourself as well. But yeah, fun weekend overall though. All things considered. Actually, let me go back for a bit. See if there's anything else I can do. Oh yeah, this is the optional path. So let's see what's over here now. Oh wait, this is just before that teleporter, right? Or, oh yeah, this is like on the way still, so I don't have to be here yet. What's your thoughts on the game since you technically beat it? It's a pretty fun adventure, honestly. Which, like I said, this game will... They're probably going to make this game canon at some point. But, basically, if you played the East, like, some of the East games prior to 8, like, Memory... Something like Memory of Celceta, if anything, I think it's a pretty good... I had a good time overall with this game, basically. Which, I feel like you'll feel right at home if you played any of the East games before. Mainly... East Memories of Celceta is probably one of the primary ones I would mention. Oh wait, wrong way. Getting the East side, yep. But like I said, overall, having a good time with this game at the moment. Anyways, how do I get there? Oh, I assume this is the faster way. Oh, this is 100% the faster way. And one of the main reasons well, aside from this being a Trails game, there was a point where I did want to emulate this game at some point to play it. It would have been the one exception, if I did. Okay, I'm just really slow currently. I know how to get here, but, can't tell if there's a faster path I could take. I don't think there's a faster path, though. Oh wait, is there something back? Oh, there must be something back there. But yeah, overall though, this is oh, there is a faster path. Okay. But yeah, this is a pretty fun game though, that... Honestly, this game isn't even that expensive to begin with. I'm pretty sure this game is like $40 overall. 50 you get it physically, but 40 otherwise. Which, that's a pretty sweet deal in my opinion. I would recommend this overall. For, like, a fun action RPG. I don't think events does anything like new or anything, but it's a fun RPG nonetheless. To where I would at least recommend checking it out. Oh yeah, wait, Cosmic, you also know about that other Trails game releasing in Japan later this year, right? It's like titled Farewell Zemiria or something of the sorts. I'm not sure if you heard of it, but it is the next. It's not like the last game in the series. It is going to be the last game in Zemiria, I believe. So it's like the world we know, pretty much the last. Pretty much the last game in like the area we know, basically. Don't let anybody over here. I appreciate him, you know. Always appreciate it. I hope you have a good stream as well, which I assume you're going to be playing through 7 Rebirth. Since I know it's been a bit since you've touched that. For not like too long, but a bit longer than you would have liked. Which should be enjoyed with what's to come with 7 Rebirth. Do you enjoy that? Oh yeah, the Golden Saucer. Yeah, definitely enjoy that. Yeah, definitely enjoy that. Okay. But yeah, oh yeah, and I guess just to sum it up, we're sort of doing these levels I'm doing are like optional, but I do need to grind a bit. What the hell is that? Okay, so it's just those things. But yeah, Cosmic, I'm just gonna assume you heard of it. Like, I think the pro tag for Kuro is still gonna be the main pro tag overall. But supposedly there was a teaser in the image that shows knowing Nayuta will be important. I don't know the validity in it, but that's just what I've heard. But like I said, I'm not trying to assume you're not going to play the game or anything. It's just something I heard from other people I know that have played the game leading up to it. To my knowledge, anyways. Okay. There we go. Oh, and then, well, I already said, like, pretty much my plans this week for streaming. Finish this probably sometime this week, depending on how things go. And then I would probably be playing Street Fighter 6 just to fill the time, if I feel like it, before Stellar Blade. But I probably will be mostly chilling till Stellar Blade. Probably. There we go. There we go. Okay, got everything. Now we continue to the end. Sick. I can get the sword technique as well. Which I might as well do since I do need to get more food anyways. Ooh, that'll be a nice technique to have.
Be sure to keep up with your training.
Here I go!
Okay. Hopefully a decent AoE thing.
Welcome! Thanks, hon.
Okay. A lot of money, and not sure what I'm supposed to do with it all.
Shall I make a lunchbox? There you go. Be sure you come by again
Well,
when you're
these will be
hungry.
nice to have. Oh, I guess we can continue to see what's in store now. And I didn't like the temple here is just for the side quest specifically. Actually, which I probably do have to fight them all actually in order to see what's to come. We'll see though. Oh wow, Sensei's actually live at a somewhat reasonable time. For once. Anyways, here we go again. Here we go again, I guess. They have so much more health, holy shit. Okay, almost there at least. Halfway. Back to this again. Which I am gonna need to heal though, but sort of the same fight though. Just more health, I think. Okay. Okay, just in case. Okay, you can have to head back. Okay. Did not have to use an extra meal, thankfully. But we took care of it at least. We took care of it. Yeah, it is tempting to want to just fight the bosses
Shall I
directly,
make
but
lunchbox?
I definitely need to grind though,
There you go.
for my sake.
Be sure you eat it. Come by again when you're hungry.
Okay. Guess I'll tackle this one next. To level up to prepare for that. Then winter here. No, spring here probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be just going in order up until the bosses. And then there's probably gonna be one final dungeon to wrap it all up. Okay, I'm probably not gonna do this here. I'm really just gonna get through these levels for the sake of it. Don't really have any plans to grind this. I don't care about getting 100% basically. Even these crystals don't really mean too much to me, all things considered. I'm forced to eat that now, unfortunately. Okay, who's over here? Thank you for carrying me. Okay. Hmm. I can destroy that. And you know what? I am gonna be sort of forced to do this anyways at some point. I think I do have 5 lunchboxes to use as well now.
This is the end.
No fucking shot. Okay, I just need to go back. Yeah, let's get some random food real quick. I was going to heal, but I reacted too slow.
Shall I make a lunchbox? Be sure to buy again when you're hungry.
Oh well, we'll get through this. All this is pretty much to prepare for the fight boss of this sector, by the way. Well, I can skip both of these if I want. Regarding the enemies specifically. So I should really just try to get to the end of anything. Well, it just knows this. And this I do remember I have to do, so. Thank you. Oh yeah, Cosmic. I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned it earlier, but I assume you saw the news of the new Trails game in Japan later in the fall, I assume. Oh yeah, I was just asking, did you hear about the new Trails game happening in like the summer, fall, whatever it is? The name is called Farewell Zamaria of some sorts. But new Trails game in Japan, basically. For this year. Which, it's not gonna be the last Trails game or anything. It's just gonna be the last game in Zamaria, basically where all the Trails games have been so far. Oh, I didn't even have to. Okay. Like, the series is still gonna continue, basically. It's just not in Zamaria, specifically. Honolulu Saga? It's gonna take place somewhere else or something of the sorts. But it's not Zamaria at all, to my knowledge. Spitfire. That might be useful to have. Yeah, the story itself will continue. We're just gonna have... It's not gonna be in the same world we know, basically. What that entails, who knows? I'm not the one you should be asking about that. But yeah, new Trails game in Japan, which can definitely sub for an...
I have to work harder.
I forgot about the lunchbox. It would have been a waste, honestly. Oh well. It's fine.
Shall I make a lunchbox? Be sure you eat it all up.
Well, good thing I can get
Be
plenty
sure
of
you eat
this.
it all again when you're hungry.
Mostly the demon stuff. But yeah, we'll see what that entails. Which granted, we're still 2 games behind the Japan currently in Trails by the end of the year, but at the same time, we've definitely made a lot of good progress though. A lot of progress. Oh, just hit them from behind. Alright, excellent. Still need big Reverie? Ooh, damn, you got a bit. Well, I technically did beat Reverie. I didn't do any of the post-game stuff, though, for the final actual ending. But truth be told, after I finished Reverie, I just sort of felt like I was done at that point. So I never really... So, so I just ended up... I ended up looking it up. Well, what happened with what they added, which... For what it's worth, what they added looks nice. I just wasn't really motivated to really continue at that point. Personally. Like, I saw the end credits and all that. I just didn't feel the need to keep going after that. I still enjoyed the game, don't get me wrong. But I just felt like at some point I was just sort of out of it. To where I just wanted to just beat the game and move on to Armor Core and other games. Where were you on Reverie though, last time you played it? If you remember. Oops.
Pull yourself together, Nayuta!
Oh, well, falling. I can sort of do that. But yeah, around the time when Reverie released, or sometime after when Reverie released, there are games I pretty much wanted to play ASAP. Armor Core 6 and Eternites. You haven't started? Oh damn. Well, at least you do have other things to focus on for now, so that's understandable. And other games you want to play as well. Which I do plan to start on. I do plan to stream Daybreak at some point, but just one. I don't think I'm gonna start on it immediately. Oops.
Nayuta, are you alright?
And even once I do get to it, I'm not gonna be like as crazy invested into it like I would like as I would if I wouldn't be as invested into it like I was years ago. So I'd be going really slowly in that game. If I'm being honest. I did get the limited edition of Daybreak. Which honestly, I guess need to say most of my reason for not playing. Most of my reason for not playing, being as invested into Trails lately, is just because I would rather play other things at this point. Whether I want to play through other games I'm excited for.
There you go. Buy again when you're hungry.
Or in general. Or in general. Like, whether I want Grind Street Fighter or there are other releases that I want to get to. They're just gonna take priority over Trails, fortunately, at this point.
Nayuta, are you alright?
Which, I am glad I didn't bench, or I didn't take my time with 7, well, I did take my time with 7 Rebirth, but I'm glad I didn't hold off on it, because that game was really good, to say the least. That's probably the only game I was really excited enough for this year to put as much time as I did, basically. I don't see myself doing that with any other game for the rest of the year. Not even Trails, because like I said, I'm still excited for it, but if other things take priority, so be it. But like I said, I enjoyed Reverie, my time with Reverie.
How do you like this?
It's not to the point where I would like be playing it as much as I did with 7 Rebirth. But I guess like games I'm getting for the rest of the year. Oh yeah, so obviously Stellar Blade's the next. I am getting Daybreak, whether I start on it at launch. Alright. Whether I start on it ASAP or not is another story. When does Daybreak launch? It launches in like early July, around the same time as Dawn Trails, roughly speaking. Which, I know you're a Final Fantasy XIV player, so I assume you would be playing that first. Before 7 Yeah, that's fair, that is fair. Hey, Trails will be there either way for us once we're able to get to it. No, nothing to worry about. If you ask me. Personally. Which, I mean, I don't play Final Fantasy XIV myself, so can't say too much about it. But I've definitely heard a lot of stuff about the story specifically. Oh, you're catching it. Okay, yeah, you have a long way to go for sure. But, like I said, you got time. I assume Final Fantasy will be a little more interesting. But not too. Okay, for sure, for sure. But like I said, no need to rush. Well, no need to rush it and all that. You got time. My Trails can wait, honestly. Like, well, my reasons for like not getting to ASAP aren't exactly like for, well, it's not for Final Fantasy XIV, I'll admit. But There's just other things I want to prioritize in general with grinding over trails. And honestly, that's sort of been how this year's been in general for me so far. Like, aside from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, aside from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I haven't been streaming as much this year. Like, I still stream some big releases when they happen. And I'd also say I've been streaming a bit more than most people I know. Sort of that group for streamers that I know. A lot of action RPGs. Turn-based. A lot of action RPGs then playing Low-key, been hard to play Trails, so you've been playing a lot of action RPGs that's playing turn-based is a bit of a slug. Dude, I feel you with that too. Since I have well, obviously, I am playing action RPG now. Compared to before, which I still enjoy both action and turn-based, but my preference has always been for action-oriented RPGs in comparison. Not that I think one is better than the other, but for me, action will definitely, if it has really good combat and all that, I would be more invested in seeing what happens and continuing in general. Which, meanwhile, turn-based. Okay, I can also say this as someone who streamed it. Honestly, I wonder how my other friend feels about streaming it too, but it's just like, streaming the games, streaming Trails. It is, like, it's a fun game to seriously play through, but legit. Of the RPGs I've streamed, I feel like Trails is definitely the most. Trails is legit the most VN similar kind of game for me compared to anything else I've streamed. Like, I feel like most of my streams is just reading text and all that, versus just like playing in general, which I know it's a turn-based RPG series, and I know it's known for its having so much dialogue and all that, but legit, I've just started getting to that point over time where I'm like, there's so much text. Most of my streams, I'm pretty sure when I'm like 2 hours into the stream, it's just all text at that point, and looking around and exploring. So like, I'm like at that point, I'm like, I don't get me wrong, I enjoy the games at the end of the day, but oh yeah, and then when I also have to read it myself, or I'm just skipping through text dialogue, I also just get bored too doing that. Because at least the ones I have done it with, if I have streamed like turn-based games, which the main one is, aside from Trails, has really been World of Final Fantasy and Triangle Strategy. They at least had dialogue to go along with it. Which is, like I said, I still enjoy Trails, but it's something I probably would rather be playing on my own versus streaming, because streaming is just like, I'm just reading so much text and all that. That's what most of my stream ends up being. Which at that point, I would rather be doing something else. But then I don't have to read it all, but at some point, it just feels like at that point I would rather play it myself. Instead of streaming it. But yeah, no hate towards this series or anything. It's just, it's not a fun series to stream, unfortunately. And the more I play though, I'm just like, sometimes I'm just wondering, why am I streaming these games? Which, I guess on one hand, I wouldn't really have too much time to play anyways outside of streaming. At the same time, I would rather be playing things I enjoy at that point instead of forcing myself through dialogue like this. There are good turn-based games there are turn-based games I am looking forward to trying out, like Octopath Traveler 2. I do want to actually play at some point. I don't think Live Alive is a turn-based game, but it's something I would look into. There are games I'm curious about. It's just like I said with Trails, which, like I said, I get why it is the way it is. But legit, so much of it is dialogue, and I just get bored pretty quickly. There we go. Oh wait, Cosmic. Not sure if you're here when or not I was talking about it, but I assume you saw how Fairy Tail's getting its another season later this year, right? Not sure if you saw that, but I'm pretty sure we talked about it. Pretty sure. But just can't think of it off the top of my head, because I was talking to someone else recently about it who only learned about it. Oh, I see what this is. Well, I'm not gonna make it, so... But yeah, at least good thing this game is an action RPG instead. Because one, it's definitely not as long as the Trails series. As the usual Trails series.
That'll do.
Okay, now I could take on this level's boss as soon as I get my new sword technique. But anyways, I don't think I'm gonna be finishing this game
It
tonight.
seems
But I'll probably finish it tomorrow if anything. I'm gonna finish it
be sure
tomorrow.
to keep up with your training.
I need a new lunchbox anyways.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
I gotta get on. Just say anything you said after they talk about turn-based RPGs. Oh, okay, no worries, no worries. Life stuff happens, so don't worry about it. But I'm just more so saying, like, I still enjoy the Trail series, and there are turn-based RPGs I'm excited for. Or ones I also want to play, like Octopath Traveler 2. And I do want to try out Persona 3 Reload at some point as well. But unlike Trails, so there's just so much text I have to read that at that point I usually don't read most of it, and then I'm usually thinking, at that point, I feel like I'd rather play these games on my own instead. Versus playing them on stream, considering the amount of times I've streamed. I can think I was streaming one RPG for like an hour, 1 or 2 hours at one of the Trails games. Actually, it was probably Reverie. It was like 1 to 2 hours already. And legit, it was mainly just reading text dialogue and all that. And maybe exploring the city a bit, but it wasn't really much otherwise. So I was like thinking, maybe I should just play these games on my own, honestly. Like, I enjoyed the series, don't get me wrong. It's just so hard to want to stream them when you're mostly it's so hard to want to play them when it's hard to want to play them constantly. But it's really hard for me to want to play them now. Like, constantly. Back when I had more time. And, yeah. Meanwhile, like, action games, I'd have to get more engaged into those in comparison. I like to change genes. 1 second. Currently in the... This is what the boss fights I did have to worry about. I think I know must have been a struggle. I appreciate that, Cosmic. Like I said, I still enjoyed playing through the games and all that. It just, I didn't really have that same energy to want to stream it. Well, I definitely didn't have this energy I wanted to stream. Well, I guess it's just those kinds of games. I'm not really too crazy about streaming. Just because of the whole thing where like I'm basically not even reading most of it anyways. And at that point, I started would rather just be doing my own thing. Which I did appreciate whenever people come by, and regardless, but legit. It just got to the point where every time I streamed it, it's like, I'm pretty much just asking, am I making any progress in this game, or am I just seeing a lot of text dialogue and all that? Which, there are sometimes I was still able to chill, overall. So I did have some moments to chill overall. From like the main story and all that. But it was just hard to like really want to stream that daily or even weekly when other games existed that I was personally more engaged to versus Trails. Which I guess I should eat something. Hmm. Hey, there we go. Okay. Don't really need to see that since we're just doing the same boss fight again. Okay.
Shall I make a lunchbox?
Hmm.
There you go. There you go. Come by again when you're hungry.
And they level up. Hmm. Okay, so I've been streaming for like 2-ish hours. One, I could continue if I want. I legit could continue. On the other hand, it might be better if I just save the rest for tomorrow. Like, I could probably do a lot tonight if I want, but I don't really feel like going too crazy tonight, especially since basically all I really have to do currently is really like I already finished these two regions already. And I just have to go through these levels, take out the boss here, and then vice versa here. Like go through these. Oh wait, Well, I guess. Alright, even with the side quests. Hmm. Actually, I'm not even sure what the side quests or what I have to do now. Because I thought I had to do everything. Right now, it's just really taking down the statues currently. I guess I could check this one out. Because I'm not sure what I have to do here. Well, okay, so this is the level I have to do. So I guess I'll check this out before I call it. Anyways, how I say difficulty is for the game? I'm playing on hard currently, and I don't feel like it's too bad. Personally. It's not really a hard game in my opinion. There's one that somewhat pushes your patience. Or just like more so comes out to getting like good at the game, basically. I don't feel like it's a hard game in particular otherwise. I don't think there's a nightmare mode until, like, you continue later on, if anything. But I think that's not until, like, New Game Plus. Which I wouldn't be playing at that point. It's not too bad otherwise. And if you play it on normal, I assume it wouldn't be... Well, I assume it won't be... It'd be a little easier than what I'm dealing with. But you know, most of it just comes down to just getting good at the game stuff first. Oh yeah, I did watch 2 movies within the past 24 hours, so... I finally saw The Marvels. I saw The Marvels that released last year with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Rambo, which I'm glad I wait for that to be on Disney Plus, basically. It's not a terrible movie by any means. Just doesn't really stand out as one. Or it doesn't stick. It just doesn't really do anything too crazy. For me, personally. Play on hard modes, they'll probably the same? Okay, for sure. Yeah, so The Marvels. The one with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica from... Oh yeah, from WandaVision. Yeah, The Marvels. My bad there. It was an okay movie though, which I'm just glad I waited for it to be on Disney Plus instead of going to theaters. It's alright though for what it is. Yeah, it was an alright movie overall. And then I actually watched Deadpool earlier today as well, since Deadpool 3 is coming out in the summer. And it's actually the only Marvel movie releasing this year too, in general. So I finally started on that, because I've actually never watched Deadpool before. So I finally watched the first one today. I was like, damn. This is actually probably one of the few good movies Fox has ever produced. Under the Marvel brand. I was actually surprised with how good, how fun of a movie it was. In comparison to what we've seen before. With the not so well done X-Men movies. Like, honestly, I feel like they produce decent X-Men films. Where they really faltered was really... So, Dark Phoenix was sort of a disaster. X-Men Last Stand... I'm not sure if that was under Fox, but... That movie was just trying to do too much at once for its own good. There has to be something here that I'm missing. Oh yeah, and then I heard the Fantastic... I haven't watched any of the Fantastic Four films, but... I've heard they were sort of disasters. Especially the most recent one, where the casting was just questionable at best. I think that was Fox doing it, but not too sure. But yeah, since Deadpool's happening, I figured it'd be about time I finally watched the Deadpool movies, which... It was actually a really fun movie to watch. I was thinking about watching the second one today, but I still have time before Deadpool 3 releases, so I figure I could just chill for now until, like, just before. But overall, decent, well, Marvel, it was an alright. The Marvels was an alright watch for me. Nothing particularly amazing, but it was decent for what it was. Hmm. The Deadpool is definitely worth watching though, for sure. Okay. I don't think there's much I could really do here, honestly.
Way to go!
Like, they don't have... Okay, yeah. I haven't seen part 2 either, but... There's a side quest here. Actually, yeah. I guess I could do this side quest tonight. Okay, actually, I'll do this side quest tonight then. Now that I understand what to do. Yeah, so I'll just finish this side quest currently before I call the stream. Thankfully, I can just run through everyone. Oh yeah, this game does have side quests, which... Yeah. You basically... Well, these are sort of like given to you, but you can do a lot of side quests. There's not as many side quests to do. So it doesn't take as long, thankfully. I think most of it comes down to the fact that this was a PSP game back in the day, so... They were somewhat limited on how much they could put in at once. So I guess that also helps with why it's not too long a game in comparison to the other Trails games that exist. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so there are side quests, but it's nothing crazy, thankfully. They're usually pretty simple to do as well. I did miss one hidden quest, but there's also not that many hidden quests in the game, so at that point I was sort of whatever about it. I just kept continued on. So don't worry about like having to do everything. Because there's really no pressure into doing so, in my opinion. Cycles are oh, well. I'll show you once I get back to the overworld again. But a mixture of side quests, as well as like how you explore this world in general. So, unlike the other games and you would sort of like where you would explore areas and all that per chapter and all that. In this game, you pretty much have levels tied to these continents, these four continents. Not to mention there are other places as well that you unlock later on in the game. And in these areas, you can actually manipulate the seasons to get different levels and all that. Which are probably more of a means to grind if anything. But basically, the quests you accept from people, some quests you might be able to do while like not at home. But there are other quests where you do have to ask that you eventually have to go to these areas and all that. Yeah, basically just how the game works. So that's why it's pretty straightforward to do them all. In my opinion. In comparison to before. Which I am grateful for. So, even though this is a Trails game with not as much dialogue, or not as much voice acting, it's been simple to play, pretty easy to like know what you're doing and all that. And like I said, I really only missed one side quest that was a hidden quest, and there's only two at that point, which it would have been nice to have gotten all the quests done, but overall I'm sort of whatever about 100% of these games, since I usually don't anyways. Okay, so one more. Which, good thing we did this level already. Oh, you actually reminded me, speaking of action RPGs, I am excited for a Reign of this. Another RPG that apparently it involves some people that were working on Final Fantasy Versus 13/15, I think. It's it's being published by NIS America too, but it's something of the sorts, I think. Which it's supposed to be releasing sometime in the fall, so I got time to get to it, thankfully. Okay, thankfully I didn't have to go far. Yeah, this will be the last thing I do on stream tonight. And then I should be able to beat the game sometime this week. Whether I finish it tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on when I stream. Okay, we opened the box, so let's see what's inside. Oh, hey, Zell. Welcome to streaming. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, I'm actually not going to be streaming for too much longer. Just wrapping up one side quest currently before I call it a stream. Welcome to the stream, Dozel. Hope your Dragon's Dogma stream 2 stream went well. Welcome everyone from Zell's stream. I'm Exio, someone that's mostly a variety streamer whenever I stream, I definitely gear towards JRPGs for the most part, but I do a decent amount of variety, and this year specifically, I've I've been more so focused on Street Fighter 6 more than anything, so I haven't streamed as much, with the exception of last month with March because of 7 Rebirth. But I'm not gonna stream as much otherwise. I will be streaming Stellar Blade though. But right now we're just getting through trails, Nayuta Boundless trails at the moment. But that's basically just what I usually stream, so yeah. Hope anyone that still in the raid, hope that if that's your kind of thing, feel free to drop a follow or lurk, whatever you feel like it. I got no preference personally. But yeah, right now we're just wrapping up a side quest currently. We can have Eartha take a look with this scope what we have at home. Okay. So what will we see? Company till dinner. I'll be at a good stream by the way, Zell. Signet, Kreia, and your dad, I think. Oh yeah, definitely Zeth. Zeth. Aw, what a peaceful time. It was fun. Good to hear, good to hear. Fun. And we finished the side quest as well. Yeah. Meanwhile, we've just been completing some side quests and all that. So let's look at these again. Just out of curiosity. One of the worlds? But yeah, anyways, I'm just streaming for a little bit. Just wanted to start on this post game before I... Yeah, just wanted to start on this one after story, which is really just the final chapter of this game. Aw, this is a nice image of the three. But yeah. Right now, like, there isn't too much to the post game. It's just really going through these levels again, just under a different season and all that. Which, I did these two already. Just have these two and whatever else is left. I could go back to these if I want, but I sort of just want to beat the game at this point. Personally. Which again, it's not like I'm saying I'm not having fun or anything. It's just there is Stellar Blade I want to get to. Which I will get to, for sure, later this year. Are these all connected? The Trails games? This one is quote-unquote not connected yet. But truth be told, it's probably gonna get connected in a later game at some point, so... Probably. We don't know yet, otherwise. But we'll see. This is technically part of the series, it just doesn't have any story relevance to being connected yet. It's the scenario it's currently in. But regardless, like I said, I'll get to this next. Well, I'll probably finish this game up next time, if anything. That's the plan. Anyways, let me just look at who's streaming. Hmm. I'll probably rate Sensei since I haven't rated him in a while. Not to mention, I rarely get the chance to rate him as well. Not sure how he's doing in Tekken. I did know Tekken does tend to piss him off, though. Which I feel like any game, any fighting game would. Especially one that you enjoy and want to get good at. But yeah, I'll just throw the rate over to you. Sorry there's that rate, like, I wasn't streaming for too long as you rated so, but I do appreciate the rate nonetheless, so. But, with that being said, that'll be it for me for tonight. I may be back tomorrow to finish this game. I may be back Wednesday instead, or any other day before Stellar Blade. I'll aim for tomorrow if anything. But if I don't stream tomorrow, then I don't. But yeah, that'll be it for me for tonight. Should be able to finish this game in time before 7, before, should be able to finish this game tonight, before Stellar Blade on Friday, which I'm not sure if it releases Thursday night at 9 p.m. PST. I do have the game preloaded at least, so I can pretty much play it the moment it's available, but I might just save it for Friday just because I know I'm going to be a lot more invested into the game and all that when I have more time to play. For regardless though, for everyone that stopped by, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So then, take care everyone, and have a good night.